Good morning, Rutgers. I'm Olivia Cruser.
And I'm Emily Gibbs. We've got a great show lined up for you. It is Thursday, March 9, 2017.
Today we're going to paint the town scarlet with Ziajah Nellom at the Men and Women of Color Symposium. Looks like a great event.
And weather watcher Rohan Jain will give you the regional forecast for the day.
And I'm going to chat with Officer Marlese Correa from the Rutgers Police Department.
And Chloe Cooper will tell us about the B movie playing on our channels this month.
Looks like there's a lot of buzz around that one. Let's start the show. You're watching Wake Up Rutgers on RUTV.
Rutgers, it's great to be here on this beautiful Thursday morning.
We're here to wake you up every Thursday morning with all the exciting news, events, and weather. So it's the week or the few days before spring break.
Right, I'm so excited.
I know, me too. I'm so jealous of everybody going away. They're going to so many places, Cancun, Disney, Europe. Yeah. It's crazy.
Everybody's heading to the warmest places.
I know, it's so nice. I wish I could go.
I know, and we're sticking around.
I know.
Cold.
Yeah, I'm going to Little Egg. I'm going to
Rhode Island, going north.
Going back home. So, I mean, it's definitely different, but, you know, maybe we'll have some warmer weather. I don't know. We'll find out later. But speaking of weather, Rohan, what would your ideal destination be for spring break?
My ideal destination would probably be Australia because I've never been there and it always seemed like a place that'd be cool.
Yeah, definitely.
That would be fun. But that flight, I think that's the only thing that would stop me.
Yeah, it's very far. My boyfriend just went to New Zealand over winter break, and it's 6 hours to California and then 14 hours. Well, Australia might be a little less because New Zealand, or actually it'd be more because it's more.
It would be.
But yeah, so that would be a long flight. So I don't know if I could do that. But
I know.
I feel like the trip would be worth it.
That's true.
Yeah.
I traveled to London last semester, and it was about 8 hours to get there.
So
you know, once you're on the plane, you're watching movies, you distract yourself, it's not that bad.
And then 8 hours goes by just like that, I'm sure. And once you're there, I mean, 8 hours is nothing. You're there for a week, and you're like, yeah, I could do this to be here.
It makes up for it.
Yeah,
It
definitely
does.
But you probably saw a lot of cool different people over there and diversity, which is really cool. And
there were so many different cultures. Every country I went to is very diverse.
Yes.
Which I found very parallel to Rutgers.
Exactly.
It's very cultured here and diverse, and it's something that we should pride ourselves on.
Exactly.
And there's one event that just happened recently with Ziajah. Let's check it out.
Good morning, Rutgers. I'm Ziajah Nellom, and we're here in the College Avenue Student Center at the Men and Women of Color Symposium. Let's go check it out. So why is it important to have events like this?
Well, it's important to continue to engage the community. Rutgers is diverse, but we need to embrace our diversity, and we need to think through that Rutgers is always better when we include everyone.
So the importance of inclusiveness, so you think about it, we live in a world where it's more diverse, there are multiple perspectives, and there are people who are looking to get ahead. We live in a world where we get things done through people, and the more inclusive that you are, the more that you learn about people, how to connect with people, how to have empathy with people.
Rutgers students can promote equality by talking more about their experiences and talking about what makes them unique and bringing people into their spaces.
Student access and educational equity. Our office is located on the 3rd floor of Lucy Soanes Hall. So we always encourage students, whether they're a part of one of our programs or not, to come there.
Furthermore, the focus on diversity and inclusion and letting those students know that are first-generation students, that are minorities, that feel lost and hopeless, that yes, you have a voice and you do have a chance at success in society.
Well, Rutgers, I hope you learned as much as I did at the symposium. Until next time, keep painting the town scarlet. I'm Ziajah Nellom, RUTV.
Yeah, so that event looked really awesome, especially talking about how Rutgers has equal opportunity for everybody.
It does.
It's for different types of people, even no matter your socioeconomic status, they make it possible for you to go get a higher education, and I think that's really cool to have an event that discusses stuff like that.
It's very respectable for such a large university.
Exactly, yeah.
It surprises me. I've heard of people coming to school on EOF, and I think that's a great opportunity.
Yeah, I do. My friend's on EOF, and it helped her so much because she couldn't have been able to go to certain schools because of how much money they were. So it's great that universities, especially Rutgers, works with you to make it possible for you.
It's
It's really touching. So it's about time to take our first break, but before we go, let's see how much you know.
Approximately how much money is collectively spent by the 1.5 million students on spring break each year?
We'll find out the answer when we get back right after this. Did you lose your ID? Not sure of what to do? First, send an email to lostcard@aps.rutgers.edu to suspend your card so no one else can use it. Next, visit one of the RU Connection offices to have your lost or stolen ID card replaced. There is an office located on every campus. Rutgers Hall on College Avenue is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Bush, Cook Douglas, and Livingston campus housing offices are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5 p.m. The Public Safety Card office is open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Fridays. You will need to pay for your new ID with $20 in RU Express. If you don't have RU Express, you can go to the cashier's office next to Rutgers Hall before getting a new ID. Make sure to provide a form of unexpired government-issued photo identification when asking for a new ID. It's that easy to replace your ID. Make sure to keep it in a safe place so you don't lose it again. For more information and a more detailed explanation, visit pst.rutgers.edu/rules.php. Welcome back, Rutgers. Before the break, we asked approximately how much money is collectively spent by the 1.5 million students on spring break each year.
It's time to find out the answer. You're not going to believe this. Over $1 billion.
Wow. So that is a lot of money for such a short amount of time.
I know.
Which is crazy. But I feel like it could, it is true. Well, obviously it's true.
Right.
But I feel like I could definitely see it, because especially when you're on vacation with your friends and you're with a lot of people spending money on food, there's a lot to be spent money on, especially in luxurious places.
Yeah, definitely. You're like, oh, let me just splurge.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll buy this, and then by the time you leave, it adds up.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like when you're there, you might not realize. Did you experience this when you studied abroad?
I did. I came back and I'm like, oh no, my money's down the drain. Yeah. But you know what? The memories that come out of it are good.
Definitely. I would agree.
There's some pros to it.
Right. Because, you're only there once, and you're with your friends for this time once. So, splurge a little. That's why I save up, too. That's why a lot of people save up. But maybe going away, having a budget might be good, where you say, I'm going to spend this much money each day. But, when you're on spring break, you're like, whatever.
And you're there, and it just takes advantage of you.
So, all the other countries are making a lot of money, and even all the places it is a big thing, spring break.
It is. Well, at least with us staying here, that's one thing we don't have to worry about.
Exactly.
But one thing we might have to worry about is the weather.
Good morning, Rutgers. I'm Weather Watcher Rohan Jain giving you your forecast. So we have a winter weather advisory in effect for later tonight and tomorrow, as we could get some snowfall. Our morning low for today, 48 degrees, which is a lot higher than what we usually experience. Our average high is usually 48 degrees. Sunrise was at 6:19 and sunset was at 5:58. So we have a windy day today. If you went outside, you probably noticed winds 10 to 20 miles an hour. Despite the fact that it's windy, it is very nice outside. The temperatures are in the high 50s. So it is the calm before the storm. Tomorrow we will have snow, we'll have rain. So I'll talk about that later. Regional high temperatures for the area: 61 degrees down in Camden, 67 in Baltimore, and 39 up in Oneota. The lows for tonight: 36 here in Newark, 39 in Camden, 44 in Baltimore, and 29 in State College. Our high for today: 59 degrees, partly cloudy and windy, winds at 10 to 20 miles an hour. As you go throughout the day, the clouds will start to increase after around 2 p.m. By night, it should be mostly overcast, bringing in the snowfall later on. Low for tonight: 36 degrees. The rain and snow will begin at around midnight. It'll first be rain, and then around 4 o'clock it'll become snow. It's windy, 10 to 15 miles an hour. That will stay constant for the next few days. Friday, high of 39 degrees. The snow will taper off by late morning towards noon. Windy again, 10 to 20 miles an hour. We expect around 1 to 2 inches of snowfall, which isn't that bad. But the melting snow could cause some ice in the night. So if you are getting up early Saturday morning to go wherever you have to go, watch out for that. The extended forecast: Friday we have our snowfall, 39 degrees. Saturday, Sunday, Monday we'll have a break from the precipitation, but it will be cold. The lows are in the teens Saturday and Sunday. And Tuesday we'll see snow again, and this could be a significant amount. We can see 3 to 5 inches of snow, possibly even more, Tuesday and Wednesday. So we'll keep you updated on that as the week goes on. So to keep updated, you can go to channel 23.1 every 15 minutes. You can go to RU Weather Watcher on Facebook, go to Twitter at RUTVWW, hashtag RU Weather, or you can go to our website, weatherwatcher.rutgers.edu. Back to you guys.
So that is depressing.
I know. I'm like looking at it or hearing it. And
yeah.
Like, no, it's
just
not going to happen.
No, it can't happen. Like, let me pack my bags, go into spring break, go on vacation.
Can I change my mind now to go to Cancun?
No, definitely. I would, because it's unbelievable. It's spring and the snow's coming. Like, today is beautiful. It's such a tease.
I know.
Yeah.
It just really doesn't make sense to me. It's been so up and down.
Yes, it has. And it's crazy because this morning when I woke up, it really, really felt like spring.
Right.
Especially because the sunrise was 6:19, so it was early. It was so bright in my room when I woke up, and I thought it was later than it actually was. I'm like, oh, that's just because it's nice out. It's warm.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Yeah. So it's very, very depressing that snow's coming, especially for spring break. So hopefully everyone can bring back some warmer weather with us.
That's true. Okay, cross our fingers and let's hope. And if you're not going on somewhere warm at spring break, please just bring us back some kind of weather.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to daydream about warmer weather, but we'll be back with news and events right after this.
College can be stressful, and it's easy to lose track of your health, but maintaining a healthy lifestyle is important. Here are 4 tips to get you back on track. An important part of staying healthy requires an active lifestyle. Make sure you're penciling time to exercise. Whether it be hitting the gym or going for a run, remember to get out there and get moving. A healthy lifestyle revolves around a nutritious diet. It's important to eat the recommended servings of fruits, vegetables, and meats to keep your body going. Hydration is also important, so carry a water bottle or visit water fountains frequently to get your 8 cups a day. In college, there will be many nights spent studying, but try to get enough sleep on a regulated schedule. Sleeping improves learning, memory, and overall health. Doctors recommend 6 to 8 hours of sleep, so determine your sleep patterns for a healthy lifestyle. Reducing stress should not be overlooked either. Do what helps you relax best, whether it be yoga or meditation, reading, or just hanging out. Make time to recharge your batteries. For more information on how you can live a healthy lifestyle at Rutgers, contact Health Services at 848-932-7402.
Do you want to improve or strengthen your writing skills? Do you think about getting published one day? If you are an aspiring writer, come to the first ever Rutgers Writers Conference. At this event, you can personally meet established agents, writers, and publishers. For more fun, join in on a panel discussion that takes a close look at publishing options. Listen to a popular author Dennis Lehane's presentation, and much more. This event will take place at the Rutgers Continuing Education Center and will take place from June 3rd to June 4th. To register and find out more, you can visit rurwriterscon.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. We were just talking during the break that if you don't have plans, there are opportunities to stay here at Rutgers and get involved in some things.
Exactly. So don't be ashamed if you have to stay here if you live far away and you have to stay here at Rutgers, or even if you're, you live kind of close. There's still things going on here during spring break. So let's talk about some of them. Are you passionate about art and spreading the message of inequality? If so, head to the Zimmerly Art Museum now until July 29th to see a selection of posters donated by a former Guerrilla Girl. These girls stuck together starting in 1985 and exposed inequalities within the art world with witty posters, performances, and other tactics. Now their art is here for you to see. But be sure to check their hours before heading over to College Avenue. For more information, visit zimmerlymuseum.rutgers.edu. So this is awesome, especially in light of International Women's Day, which was yesterday.
Right.
So this is something great to check out, especially if you're here at Rutgers. And the exhibit's on until the summer, so there's definitely a lot of time to check it out. So I think that people definitely should.
I enjoy how Zimmerly always switches their exhibits up. It's never the same things, which is really nice.
It always keeps us on our toes because there's always something new and creative all the time. Things that I don't think of, and that's really awesome to have such work like that from years past, and to see it now in today's world would be really cool to relate it to what's going on.
Yeah, Zimmerly has some good connections, and here's how you can get some good connections as well. One of the most crucial components of getting a job is to be connected and have a solid network. LinkedIn is a simple way to do this, combining social media and the professional world. Career Services will be holding a workshop today at 2 p.m. to discuss how you can better market yourself and build connections. Head over to the Gateway Transit Village, which is next to Barnes & Noble, for some interactive help. Don't be left in the dust when it comes time to graduate. For more information, visit careerservices.rutgers.edu.
This is really awesome. I love that Rutgers has these things all the time, because that's the biggest thing is obviously your schoolwork, your GPA, but the connections.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
I've learned that through my internships, and now applying for jobs, I'll reach out to this person,
Yeah.
It's so crucial.
Right, and especially going to these events like that. Like my dad always says, what he loves about Rutgers, it's like an octopus. They have tentacles everywhere, which is funny because it's true. Your professors know people, your colleagues know people, even people with internships. They just all these connections. And building up that network and going to events like this is really, really awesome. So I say just go for it.
Definitely.
Speaking of that, just go for it. The words coming from a senior right before diving off of a 32-foot high platform at Werblin Recreation Center. Students lined the pool last Friday waiting to take a plunge into the water and face their fear of heights. The tower jump, held every year, allows students to jump off of one of 3 diving platforms in the Rutgers Aquatic Center, one at 5 meters, one at 7, and the highest at 10 meters. Although the jump is far, a lot of students feel more comfortable because there are lifeguards and staff monitoring the water. The Olympic-sized pool is open to anyone on this day only and draws out large crowds of brave students. So, Emily, would you be brave enough to jump?
Well, I have a fear of heights, but I mean, I think it would be a good opportunity, like you said, to get over your fear.
Exactly. And they said that other people that are afraid of heights, that's where the lifeguards are there, and they can make you feel more comfortable to do it, because why not take some risks? It's, be really cool, especially at Rutgers. And they said it's the only day that it is open to the public. So it'd be cool.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. So it'd be cool to swim in the pool like that and do something really cool and talk about it later on. So
I would let some students definitely go ahead of me.
Yeah, no, me too. I would
demonstrate.
Wait.
Please demonstrate.
Like, make sure you're okay, and like if you did it, I can do it.
Right. Well, another demonstration that you can take part in is Demo Day, the perfect opportunity for students, startup companies to hit the ground running. Several Rutgers graduates designed this day on March 1st in conjunction with a startup called Ramen Works in order to showcase Rutgers undergrads to investors. The goal is to bring the focus onto middle market cities instead of just the major metropolitan cities. The only requirement is that the startup company must have at least one Rutgers student involved. They want to encourage student entrepreneurship with new opportunities. The best perk of this, when you get involved with Ramen Works, you'll receive help from other entrepreneurial businesses to support your startup. If you miss this year's event, don't worry, be sure to check it out next March.
Wow, that is really, really awesome.
That is.
Again, another thing that...
More opportunities.
Yeah, more opportunities.
Always.
So, always.
Always here at Rutgers.
Yeah, so we're just about ready for our next break, and we'll be back right after this with Officer Marlese Correa.
Rutgers University is now offering a master's program in UN and Global Policy Studies. This new program is the only one of its kind in the United States. The curriculum for this program is designed to provide students with qualitative and quantitative analytical skills, as well as hands-on management experience required by leaders in the field. All applicants must hold a bachelor's degree from an accredited college. The program of study requires 36 credits and is open to both part-time and full-time students. For application information and to apply online, check out gradstudy.rutgers.edu. For more information, or check out unstudies.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. I'm here with Officer Marlese Correa from RUPD. So how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. So in light of spring break, is there a common problem students encounter when they travel for spring break?
There is. The most common problem is binge drinking. A lot of students don't usually drink on a day-to-day basis, so it's very important to make sure how much your body can consume.
Okay, so do you have any tips for students traveling abroad, for example, on a plane or a train?
I do. So just the most important thing is if you're going to a warmer climate, make sure you're staying hydrated, especially if you're consuming alcohol. Don't leave your drinks unattended. That's very important. You don't know what someone can do to your drink. Also, don't drink and drive. I would also suggest that you know the laws of the other countries or places that you're going to. I would also say take a colored photo of your identification and passport and leave that in a safe place at home so someone can access it. Also, if you're carrying large amounts of money, make sure that there's no one around you lurking around. You don't want to become a victim to anything, so just be very careful.
Yeah, those are some great tips. And do you have any tips for people traveling locally, by car?
I do. Always make sure your cell phone is charged. That's very important. And make sure you have enough gas to whatever destination you're going to.
Yeah, so how can students keep their belongings safe when traveling?
I would suggest that they always keep their belongings close to them. Make sure that you lock your car doors, your hotel rooms, etc. And just be vigilant and cognizant of who's around you and what's going on.
And you said that a common problem is binge drinking. So what would you say the dangers of excessively consuming alcohol abroad would be?
I would say just be aware of their laws. You don't know what their laws are in other countries when traveling abroad. I would also suggest making sure that you travel in groups. You don't want to become a victim in any situation. Sometimes assaults and things like that can happen to someone if they're excessively drinking, so just be careful.
Right, and so what would you say some other dangers would be for that students should look out for?
I would say make sure you know your surroundings. Always make sure you know where you are, that someone else knows where you are. Always be cognizant of who's around you because sometimes perpetrators like to linger around you. Another important thing is make sure you have your geolocator on your cell phone so people can track you if anything does happen.
Right, and that's very, very helpful, especially for parents at home to know where their kids are and know that they're safe. So these are all great tips. So where can students go for more information?
The CDC is very good. It is a Center for Disease Control website. They don't only give you information about diseases and things like that. They'll give you safe traveling trips and what you should look out for when you're traveling abroad.
Okay, awesome. So thank you so much for coming in today, and I hope Rutgers students see this and take these tips and really use them. So thank you. It was a pleasure.
No problem. Be safe, guys.
Thank you. We'll be right back right after this break.
These clips are inspired by actual events. Don't let this be you. The Rutgers mobile app is an application available for iPhones, iPads, and iPods, as well as Android phones and tablets. Through this app, you are able to access the university in the palm of your hands. On this app, you will find many helpful features, such as university bus schedules, dining hall menus for each campus, operational hours and upcoming events for career services, as well as the recreation center's events and hours, and a list of student life events, and more. The app is available at the Apple Store and on Google Play. Download it today. For more information, go to oss.rutgers.edu/mobile.
Welcome back, Rutgers. So what a great interview.
It was great tips.
Yeah, those are
sure.
great tips, especially before spring break to know.
Right.
And I thought the geolocator is really cool.
Yeah, it is. You know?
Yeah.
A lot of students obviously don't want their parents to keep tabs on them, but it is smart to do, especially, you know, just like being wherever you could end up, who knows where, and it's good for someone to at least know where you are.
Exactly, and our parents are always, you know, stressing about that, like making sure we're safe where they are, so just turning on the little geotag will, you know, keep your parents less worried, and maybe they won't be on your case as much because they'll know where you are, know you're safe. So it's really
they won't
cool.
have to call you. So just take the advice, really.
Yeah, definitely. So don't turn it off, keep it on. For parents, we'll only understand when we're parents. But it's really cool, especially like being abroad. So those are tips to know, and even about being safe too, and knowing the other country's laws and rules, because it could be different from here. And
I didn't even think about that. You know, there was a when I was studying abroad, there were a lot of things that weren't respectful or that we do here and they don't do there.
Exactly, and that's the thing we talk about a lot about culture too, just being cognizant of what's going on. And even like students, sometimes you see in the news they get arrested or something, things like that, because they don't know the laws or the rules.
Exactly.
So I mean, if you want to stay out of trouble though, there's options. And one of those is to just snuggle up in your bed and watch RUTV. So let's check out what's on RUTV with Chloe Cooper.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of What's on RUTV. I'm your host, Chloe Cooper, and I'm here to let you know about all the great movies we have playing on RUTV for the month of March. In B Movie, Barry B. Benson is a bee who just graduated from college. He is so excited about entering the honey-making workforce until he realizes that once he starts this job, he's stuck with it forever. So he decides to take a rare trip outside of the beehive and ends up in New York City. His life is saved by a woman named Vanessa, and they begin to form a friendship. That is, until Barry realizes that humans eat what the honeybees work so hard to make. Barry decides to sue the human race and put an end to the exploitation of bees.
How did this get here?
It's just honey, Barry.
This is stealing. Cute bee. Golden Blossom. Ray Liotta Private Select. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
You have a plan?
Yes, Plan B.
He's brave.
Where'd you get the honey? It's ours now.
He's bold.
This can't possibly work. Okay, Barry, pull the chute.
He's reaching new heights.
What happened?
I just tried to talk to these guys. Hi. Bee! Then there was a dust buster, a toupee, a life raft exploded. Now one's bald, one's in a boat, and they're both unconscious.
Be sure to check out B Movie on channel 27.1. Students should also be aware that RUTV is participating in a one-year pilot program with HBO, Cinemax, and Encore to bring the newest and most popular movies to Rutgers students. Head to channel 3.1 for HBO, 3.2 for HBO 2, 6.1 for HBO S, 6.2 for Cinemax, 8.1 for Encore, and 8.2 for Encore C. For more information about all things playing on RUTV, head to rutv.rutgers.edu or follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. For What's on RUTV, I'm Chloe Cooper.
Well, Rutgers, that'll do it for today's episode.
For more events happening this week, you can head to getinvolved.rutgers.edu or ruevents.rutgers.edu.
Follow us on Facebook by searching RU Network, or follow us on Twitter by searching @WakeUpRutgers.
And don't forget to tune in on Monday with hosts Joey Lupo and Kim Ballard.
Yes, but before we go, we'd like to thank the officer for joining us. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Olivia Cruser.
We won't have a show Monday. My fault. There's spring break.
Right. Yeah,
so
spring
tune in
break.
the following week. I'm Emily Gibbs. Have a great day, Rutgers. See you in a few weeks.